Assalamu Alaykum. Today we will talk about the 10 unforgettable moments on the Day of Judgment. This is a day that is not just a date in the future, but the ultimate destination of every soul that has ever breathed, described in the Quran as being equal to 50,000 years. Surah Al-Ma'arij 74. Imagine a day so long that the entirety of human history feels like a mere hour in comparison. It is the day of truth, where titles mean nothing and only our deeds remain. The first moment begins with the second trumpet blast where, as Allah describes in Surah Az-Zumar 39:68, every grave on earth opens and everyone stands up looking on. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us in Sahih Bukhari that we will be gathered barefoot, naked, and uncircumcised, a moment of such immense vulnerability that even the nursing mother will forget her child, as the matter is far too severe for anyone to care about another. Once resurrected, humanity is driven to the place of gathering, a flat, white expanse where Prophet Muhammad said the sun will be brought as close as a single mile. Sahih Muslim. On earth, the sun is 93 million miles away, and it burns. Imagine it at 1 mile, where people begin to drown in their own sweat according to their sins. Some to their ankles, some to their waists, and some literally bridled by it as they wait for centuries in silence. In this state of total desperation, the masses run to the prophet seeking relief, only to be turned away by Prophet Adam as, then Prophet Nuh as, Prophet Ibrahim as, Prophet Musa as, and Prophet Isa as, who all cry out, "Nafsi, Nafsi, my soul, until they finally reach Prophet Muhammad. He will not turn them away. He will fall in prostration beneath the throne and perform the great intercession, the Maqam al-Mahmud, promised in the Quran, finally allowing the judgment to commence. Then comes the awe-inspiring arrival of the throne, where the heavens are rent asunder, and 8 massive angels bear the throne of your Lord above them, as described in Surah Al-Haqqa 69:17, a moment that shakes the very hearts of every being as the king arrives to judge. Suddenly the air is filled with the flying scrolls of your life's records, every secret thought and hidden deed now made manifest. As noted in Surah Al-Inshiqaq, receiving your book in your right hand signals an easy accounting and eternal joy, while receiving it in the left hand or behind the back leads to a cry for destruction. This is followed by the deeply personal Al-Najwa, a private conversation where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said in Sahih Bukhari that Allah will screen the believer from the public, remind them of their sins one by one, until they think they are ruined, and then mercifully declare, "I concealed them for you in the world, and I forgive them for you today." Next, the mizan or scales are set up as mentioned in Surah Al-Anbiya 21:47 to weigh the sincerity of every atom. Here, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us that even simple phrases like Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi are light on the tongue but heavy on the scale. Before the final crossing, the believers find relief at the Prophet's basin, or Al-Hawd, which is described in Sahih Bukhari as being whiter than milk and sweeter than honey. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, will recognize his followers by the light of their wudu, and one drink from his noble hand ensures you will never feel thirst again for the rest of eternity. The journey then leads to the terrifying Sirat, a bridge over the center of Jahannam described in Sahih Muslim as thinner than a hair and sharper than a sword, where your only light is the light of your own Iman. Some will pass like lightning, while others will crawl and get snatched by hooks, their only hope being their faith. Finally, for those who persevere and cross the bridge, the ultimate moment occurs at the gates of Jannah. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said in Sahih Muslim that he will be the first to knock, and the gatekeeper will open only for him. As the gates swing open, the scent of paradise, which can be smelled from 40 years away, washes over you, and the 50,000 years of fear and fatigue vanish in a single, eternal breath. To understand the depth of this day, we must reflect on the state of the hearts during the long wait at the gathering. The Quran describes this psychological state in Surah An-Nazi'at 79, 8-9, saying, "Hearts that day will tremble. Their eyes will be humbled." This isn't just physical heat. It is an emotional reckoning where every person is forced to confront their own reality without the distractions of wealth or worldly status. The silence of the billions gathered is only broken by the whispering of the angels and the heavy breathing of the terrified, making the eventual speech of Allah the most powerful sound ever heard by human ears. Furthermore, we must consider the specific categories of people who are granted safety during the most intense heat. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentioned in a famous hadith in Sahih Bukhari that 7 types of people will be shaded under the throne of Allah on the day there is no shade but His. This includes the just ruler and the youth who grew up in the worship of Allah. This reminds us that while the day is a time of universal terror, there are islands of peace reserved for those who discipline their souls in this life, turning the most unforgettable moments of fear into moments of divine protection. The intensity of the scales also teaches us about the true value of character. While we often focus on major rituals, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized that nothing is heavier on the mizan than good character, Sunan Abi Dawud. On that day, you might see a small act of kindness, a smile given to a stranger, or a word of comfort to the broken-hearted, weighing more than years of mechanical worship without sincerity. This moment of the scales is a reality check that shifts our perspective from quantity to quality, proving that Allah looks at the purity within our chests. We also cannot overlook the moment of qisas, or the settling of scores between people. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, asked his companions if they knew who the muflis, bankrupt person, was, explaining that it is the one who comes with many prayers but has wronged others, Sahih Muslim. On this unforgettable day, your hard-earned good deeds will be taken and given to those you wronged. This teaches us that the Day of Judgment is not just about our relationship with Allah, but also about the integrity with which we treated His creation. Finally, the realization of eternity is perhaps the most profound moment of all. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that death will be brought in the form of a ram and slaughtered between paradise and hell, and it will be announced, "O people of paradise, eternity and no more death." Sahih Bukhari. At that moment, the true weight of our choices in this short life finally sinks in. The unforgettable nature of the Day of Judgment is that it is the final transition from the world of effort to the world of result. May Allah make us among those who stand under His shade, drink from the hand of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and enter the highest gardens of Firdaus. Jazakallah khairan.